Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Hello. Oops. Hello. I thought I put a shirt on today. Oops. Otherwise we have an echo. So have a look. Look, you all beat me to it already. How do you get in here before I get in here? It doesn't even show on mine. I literally can't come in until it goes live. And I don't understand that. And every time I come in, I think it's only been once or twice I've got in here before you lot got in here, which is a bit much. Right, so that's all right, that's on there. Yellow wall behind us, getting better. Never know, one day there might be a great big TGBCH behind us on the wall, like they have on the big flags and all of that. Hello, Danielle, Belfast. S. Robbins, hello, S. Robbins. Lorna's there, hello, Lorna. And Judith, hello, Judith. Anthony as well. Jodie Mann, hello. Nanny Sue. John Warren, your parcels being picked up tomorrow? No, today. That'd probably be. No, your one was TNT, wasn't it? That's already gone. Been picked up already. Hopefully, be with you tomorrow. But it's Saturday, so it might be Monday. Ask it. Hello, Mr. Dave Cullen Photography. Nice to see you too, Mr. And it was a good photograph I saw today. That just reminded me seeing Dave Cullen Photography. Ian Menon put up a photograph. He opened a tin of biscuits that he got for Father's Day, and there was only about 6 biscuits in the tin. And he took a picture of it next to the 288 mug and a TGBCH mug. And I thought the picture looked really cool. Hello, Mr. Popcoin. Nice to see you too. Have a bit of subliminal. Grandad Ian. I am. 1, 2, 3 times over. Grandad. Loving the tea. Yeah, I thought it was about time I put one on. I got a load of them upstairs, giving a few away, so I might as well get a couple of mine out, dust off the cobwebs, and put it on. I wonder if I can just raise that up a little bit. I'm not very professional with all my bits and pieces, as you know. All falls apart. Right. Let's just raise that up there. With my special stand that Rebecca got me. It's better, isn't it? That's a bit better. It's not like you're looking up at me then. Heard you were unwell recently. Hope you're better. Well, I've been sort of, in and out. I had a few dodgy turns, but yeah, I'm fine. There's always someone worse off. That's how I tend to look at things. Hello, Lee. Lee Whitehouse is in. Hello, Lee. Nice to see you, mate. Katie. Hello, Katie, darling. I got a photo of Katie as well, standing there holding a cup. Hope everyone is okay despite what Smelly Man in Dundee is stating about me. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, and I don't get involved in all of that. You know that by now. What's in mine? I have my TGBCH top on too. Well done, Katie. We ought to do something with the photos. Do you know what I mean? Hello, Ian. I was just talking about your photo. I like it. It was brilliant. I saved it on my phone. I'll use it if that's all right. I'll use it as a picture for something. Excellent. I reckon we should do like I don't know, a set of mugs or something. I mean, really, who wants to buy just one mug? Normally, you go out and you buy a set of 3 or 6 or something. But it's nice to see you back anyway. If you've been having any issues, you can always talk to me privately. That's not a problem, Dave. And I hope everything's all right for you as well. Couple of, we've had quite a few new stuffs go up in the raffle. I've put one of these up in a raffle today, or no, it may not be up yet. It's going up. It's not up yet. And it is a little Seychelles 25 cents. Only 40,000 of these were minted, 1964, and it's in uncirculated condition. It's worth a few bob. So I put one of them up in a raffle. We've also put up one of these in a raffle, which is the Rupert Bear collection, and you can get Rupert Bear, Edward Trunk, Podgy Pig, Algie Pug, and Bill Badger. You've got to say something about these Jersey and Ireland coins and all of that. You've got to say, their coins are quality. They do make some really nice coins, and they put some quality designs in and all. Not the kind of rubbish that we sometimes see. It's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame we don't get this kind of quality on the stuff we get in our change. I'm not talking about the bunch quality. I'm talking about the engraving quality, the clarity, the feel of it. You can see that you could feel all of that under your fingers. So we've got one of those up in a raffle. John Warren says, raffle much better now. You can see the draw date on the titles. Yeah, cool. Glad you're liking it. We've got to get, like everything else, when you're starting from scratch, you're going to have teething problems and one thing and another, but boy, has he worked hard. I want the TRB collection. What's the TRB collection? TRB. Go on, enlighten me. So, Dave, just underneath where you said, how do we enter the raffle? So we've got, at the moment, our link, the Great British Coin Man. If you type that in, it goes through to eBay shop that we're using. So tgbchraffle.com is a new raffle site of ours. You can go on there, and every single raffle that we've got up, you can enter for free. You can also pay £1 to buy as many tickets as you want, but there is one ticket for free for everybody in every raffle. I was just starting to buy some tickets myself, because I have one ticket. I'm buying one ticket, the free ticket that everybody gets. I'm getting that in every raffle. And then if I win, whatever I win, I'm going to auction it off for the local food bank. So we have raffles closing in 15 minutes. What one is the one closing in 15 minutes? Which ones have we got closing today? So they can get their last minute goes in there, Chris. Can we have the links and the names of the ones that are being drawn today? And then also, while you're doing that, there's this one. This one's in there as well. This is a pantomime collection. And you've got a Peter Pan set in there, 2019. And you've also got a Peter Pan 2020 set in there. The Pantomime Coin Collection. Westminster packaging and all that, because they've got their special Monopoly. We've got a Snow White. These are lovely. Cinderella, Aladdin. I mean, it doesn't matter what I say about 288 and Change Checker and all the rest of it. These coins are gorgeous. And then we've got Jack and the Beanstalk and Dick Whittington. And I don't think the camera's going to pick this up. But for those of you that haven't seen it, that's the collection. Hello, Kian. Link sends me to a star background. So you've got, let's just have a little click on the link myself. Opening Safari. Now it's taken me straight there, Dave. I've just clicked on the link and it's just taken me straight there. tgbchraffle.com. That link up in the chat. I just clicked on that and it's taken me straight there. That's taken me to the gold proof one, I think. To view all available items, click the shop link above. So you go above and you get the shop link. And there's also scratch cards. So you get a free scratch card as well. That might be what you're talking about, the pop-up. Pop-up is a free scratch card. Scratch it off with your mouse or your finger, and it's got our logo on it, and you might win a prize. You might win a free voucher for a £5 or something like that for free goes in the raffle. So this one is 5 of them. Pantomime Coin Collection it is. So that's gone up there as well. I mean, I'll just chirp for a few minutes on some of these new coins whilst you guys go and buy whatever last minute tickets you want. So the raffles that are closing today are £70 to spend in the shop, a Girl Guides bunce, a Boy Scouts bunce, a Gruffalo and a Peter Rabbit. And first and second, I'm not sure if that's 4 different draws or whether that's 2 different draws, and we've got 2 prizes for each draw, can't remember. So we've got those up. Ask it 08. Chris, he's got a bit of an issue, and if there's any way you can have a little look at that for him, ask it. We'll have a little look for you. Presumably Chris knows who you are. Otherwise he won't be able to help you. So yeah, so if any of you see that pop up and you think, what's going on here? It's a scratch card, and you can sometimes bring it up. It's in the corner and you can just click on it and bring it up. And you get so many goes a day, and then if you refer people, well, you get extra goes. Ask it, it's being looked at for you. So then, what else we got? So we've also got a silver proof Peter Pan. You've got one of those in there. Hello, Lorna. And you've got a silver proof snowman. you've got a silver-proof Paddington. They're in there as well. Now, I've got a question for you. Let's have a bit of interactive for those that are watching. And there's the silver, pardon me, snowman. For those of you that are watching, right? So you have to answer one or the other, right? So here's the question. You can only buy one. You've only got enough money to buy one. No matter who you are and how much money you've got. In this question, you've only got enough money to buy one. You're going to buy this one or you're going to buy this one. And what helps you make up your mind is the fact that you're deciding which one of these is going to go up the most in value, because that's the one that you want to buy. You can only buy one. You like them both, but you can only buy one. So what you want to do is you want to buy the one that's going to go up the most in value. Do you buy this one, the Peter Pan, or do you buy the snowman? That's the question. So what's your vote? Which one do you buy? You can only buy one. And the one that you're buying, and I'm going to tell you the answer, the one that you're buying it because you want to buy the one that is going to go up the most in value. And then you've got this one here. Look at that in this lovely thingy box, all made special. How many of you go like that when I do this? How many times do I drop them? Right. Lovely coloured snowman. So which one is the one you invest in? Which is the one that's going to go up the most in money? What's the vote? So we've got somebody by text says Peter Pan. Popcorn says Peter Pan. That's 2 for Peter Pan. Clara says snowman. Anthony says snowman. Lorna Peter Pan. Jodie snowman. Nanny Sue Peter Pan. Kian snowman. Look at that level. Chippy Doodle says Peter Pan. Katie says snowman. Look at that, 5 each. 6 for Peter Pan. Ian Menham. Danielle says Peter Pan. 7. Danielle calling me a brat. You could drop it. Right, so it was about 7-5-ish. And the actual answer to that question is, there you go, ask it. Send an email to admin@tgbchraffle.com. And anybody else, by the way, if you have any issues with a raffle, this is the email you want. It doesn't come to me, it will go to Chris. There's no point asking me because all I do is refer to Chris. So if you can note that down, admin@tgbchraffle.com, and then know that that's the one you want every time if you want to ask a question about a raffle. So Uncle Ian's going to give you the answer. The one that you should absolutely invest in without a shadow of a doubt, and if any of you are out there and you are actually wondering, I do want to buy one and I can't afford both, which one's going to go up the most in value? What is shameful, in a way, is that the Ireland one, because this one is Isle of Man, the Peter Pan, that's Isle of Man, and it's in really a bit of a tacky box. Lets it down, completely lets it down, that does, you know. Whereas your snowman's in your beautiful thingy that you can actually display on the shelf up there, can't you? Right. And it's in a much more better presentated box with all the paraphernalias, right? And, you know, comes into all of this bitses and bobses. Right, all your stuffs. And your separate little mintage thing, right? Whereas Peter Pan comes with one little cheap bit of card letting you know that it's sold, raising money for Great Ormond Street Hospital. Certificate of authenticity. Doesn't even tell you on here who makes it. I would have thought it would have, like, I don't know, Popjoy or something like that, but it doesn't even tell you on the thingy who makes it. Anyway, Peter Pan one. Right, cheap and tacky, I think. Tacky. Very well presented. Tacky. I would choose Isle of Man coins over UK any day. I think their designs are lovely and much better than ours. They certainly are, Nanny. A lot of them are. Askit's just got in again. Lovely. He's got in. He's sorted. Brilliant. So, 25,000 made. 25,000. 5,000. 25,000. 5,000. So when you're in the realms of 25,000, like anything else, you can afford, if it's a massive markup anyway, you can afford to throw a bit more money at it, in a sense, because your packaging, it's all relative. So your packaging cost comes down dramatically when you can order 25, when you can buy 25,000 of these from somebody. That is a lot cheaper in a way. It's not cheaper, but it is cheaper per item than buying 5,000. Right, 25,000 print run. Everything's 25,000. 25,000 plastics, everything. 5,000. Tacky, looks good. The one that goes up the most in value is the Peter Pan. Peter Pan goes up the most in value, 4,995. So it's not even 5,000. It's just under 5,000. Whereas these 25,000 just got a text. No, I'm certain I looked it up this morning. 25,000. Well, I say I looked it up. I got the information from Change Checker. So if that information's wrong, 25,000, then it's, it's off the Change Checker site. So I honestly think that it's a nice coin, and you wouldn't not want to have it. Let's face it, you wouldn't not want to have it. It is a beautiful coin, and I do love it that they bring the coins out now with colour. I love that. But from a value point of view, if you're thinking about buying one of these and thinking, I can only afford one, and I want to buy the one that's going to go up the most in value, hands down, it will be the Peter Pan. That one. This one. It will go up, they will all go up in value, but depending on how much you paid for it, of course. But it won't be as sought after as this one. So there you are. And that's where I think the mint really does let the side down, because they go for the mass-produced market instead of looking after the coin collecting community. It would serve the coin collecting community much more if you limited and everybody knew exactly what it was. Every time they bring out a silver proof, the mintage is X amount of 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, something to make it worth investing in. They should do that. By the way, the other thing to tell you is that I've managed to get 2 low numbers. So I've got 87 and 84. So 87 is the one that's going to go up in the raffle, and I'll keep number 84. So the Peter Pan that's in the raffle is number 87. And that makes that a bit more exciting. Yeah, person that's talked to me by text just saying it is 25,000. He's just had a look. Hello, Andy. Just showing people the 2 coins that have gone up in the raffle, Andy, in case you missed it. There's the Peter Pan silver proof, number 87 out of 4,995. Still haven't found how to claim my prize from Tuesday. What prize was that, S. Robbins? What prize? Remind me. Was that in the drawer? Have a look. S. Robbins, £250 spent. Right, so here's what you have to do. You have to go to the shop. So if you type in thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com, that will take you through to the eBay shop that we're using at the moment. So what you've got to type in is thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com, and you've got £250 spent. So what you do is you look at anything that we have listed, and if there's nothing you want, you just wait until there is. And then when you see something you want, so supposing you see something for 50 quid, you think, oh, I want that. So you put an offer in for £1. You put a note in to say, this is S. Robbins, part of my raffle prize. I'll know what that means. Message like that, so I can identify you. And I say that because it's important I get the messages, because some people just go and put the offer in, forget to leave a message, and I have to decline it because there's people out there that will just do silly things like that, put silly offers in. So you find something you want, you put an offer in of £1, I'll accept it, you paid £1. I'll knock 50 quid if that's the cost of the item, offer the 250. If, say, you want something for 200 quid, then again, you put an offer in of £1 and you buy that item for 200 quid, and then you've got 50 quid left. And then if you want something that's 100 quid and you've only got 50 quid left, then you put an offer in of 50 quid. See? And then, so always take into account what you're owed and put a message in so I can knock it off the balance. Got it? So that's how you spend it. It's that simple. There's no postage to pay unless you're overseas. Then there's a little bit of postage to pay. But it's genuine. You know, you spend it on what you like. There's no time limit, and then you wait until you see something you want. You got 250 quid. If you wanted something that was 25 quid and you wanted 10 of the same thing, then you'd put an offer in of £1 each for 10 of them. That's the way it's set up. I hope that helps. If you have any issues, just get in touch with me. WhatsApp me. The Royal Mint silver proof numbers have gone up since I started CFC collecting. Yes, Nanny, they have. And they are, you know, they take liberties with it, in my humble opinion. It's one of the things, you know, in the overall that I'm fighting for. And one of the reasons that I sort of say that really people don't want to ever see me go under, because if anything happened, right, if anything happened and I wasn't here anymore, you know, till I have the fight with 288 Group or Change Checker or the Royal Mint, then all of the coin collectors will then get treated how they decide and will pay the prices that they decide. And there'll be no one holding them to account. There'll be nobody yanking on their chain a little bit, going, hang on a minute, that's a bit strong what you're doing. You know, it is so important that somebody holds them to account, because what they're doing with the coin market is absolutely wrong. Completely wrong. And a lot of you know it's wrong. And there literally will be nobody. There'll be nobody to stand up to them. I mean, imagine looking at all the people that know the situation that I've had with them and what I've been through and everything else. Who in their right mind would want to pick up that mantle? No one. None of you would want to pick that mantle up. None of you would want to pick up that mantle and go, right, I'm going to challenge him. Ian's knackered, so I'm going to... None of you would want to do that. You'd all end up as unhealthy as me. 50p's are more popular, says Clara. They seem to be. That's why I've decided that I'm going to try my best to get every single 50p silver, every single silver 50p listed, every single one. Every one I can get. I mean, I've got a few bits and pieces anyway, but you know, I want to just keep listing 50p after 50p, so that you can get the chance to win all sorts of silver 50p's for your collections. And yeah, I've got a hell of a collection, and it's all going to go up because I've decided in my own mind's eye where I want to be when it comes to collecting myself personally. So, and I never used to collect, and then all of a sudden I decided I was going to collect and have a bit of everything, and now I don't want to, because I'm thinking it ends up so big. You end up with just so much of it, and I mean, here's the thing. I don't know about you lot out there, right? But this is where it's got to for me. So let's just have a bit of subliminal. Hope you're all right, Ian. Yes. Good. So I've got these through, right? And I got two of these because I'm going to have one. I bought them off of Ian, and I got two of these, right? Because I'm going to have one. So one of each goes up in the raffle. Now, what have I done with mine? All I've done with mine, I haven't even opened them. I haven't even opened them and had a look. What's the point? I might as well just open your one, the one I'm putting up in a raffle, because I've got to show you it anyway. So that's the one I opened to have a look at. I'm looking at the coins. Nice. I'm looking. Lovely. And I really do like them. I'm not taking the mickey. I love them. They're really, really nice. Great detail. Love them. And then it becomes a case of in the cupboard. These. Open the packet up. Lovely, lovely. Oh, isn't it lovely? I put it in the wrong way around. Lovely. And then what? I mean, they're not even in the packet the right way round. So when you've got them in the packet, you can't even see them. You can't turn it inside out. So that packet is not even designed like the Rupert Bear one, so I can leave it in its packet and just look at the coins. Because that's a hedge sign. And if you want to look at those coins, you've got to take it out of the packet. So what happens? What do you do with them? You don't even put them in a folder, because you can't take them out of the packet to put them in your folder, because if you do that, you're going to get your fingers all over them and all that kind of stuff. So they just go in the cupboard, don't they? And it's great. You build up a collection of all these lovely things that you don't look at. Because the one thing, I don't know about you, but the one thing I don't do is I don't go upstairs, go into my box where I keep all my personal coins, get them all out every now and again, and just lay them all out and go, ooh, yeah, nice. Oh, yeah, I miss looking at that. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. And then go through everything like I was. It's not like a vinyl collection where every now and again you actually do take them out and you go through them one at a time. There's this thing about going through your collection one at a time and playing all your old vinyl and making sure that none of them are scratched and all of that. You can't even do that. You just take them out every now and again and have a little look. So I am seriously thinking about changing how I collect. So I've got so many coins going to go up, and rather than sell them, I'm just going to put them up in the raffles. Lorna Jones, I never go through my collection. See what I mean? You look at it, you see the pretty pictures. Oh, I know, lovely, pretty pictures of Rupert the Bear. And you sit and you drool over the pictures for a little bit. In fact, you probably sit and drool over the pictures longer than you ever get the coin, get it out of its box. Don't worry, I'm not going to touch it. And actually admire it. You probably end up, if you're anything like me, looking at the picture more when you think about it. You sit and drool over the picture. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, this is a new coin coming out. Oh, I want to get that. Oh, I want it for my collection. And you go and buy it. You save your money up. You go and buy it. Chuck it in a drawer. And don't look at it again for 4 years. You know, and most of you are probably the same. Kian keeps his raw mint package coins in a tub. Yeah, I mean, you know, where can you put them? Judith's got them in albums. And even then, I mean, they do make albums for this kind of thing, but even then, when you put them in the albums, these albums end up so thick, and you can end up with like 20 albums on the shelf if you're not careful. I was keeping one of every coin. I was starting to go through them all, sheet them all up. So when I went through like all the pounds and got rid of all the pounds, I made sure I kept one of each. And all I'm doing is just building a pile of sheets like this, all with part finished coins on. So they can all go in the raffle and you lot can have them. And then the money you give me in the raffle for all of this other stuff, I'm going to put that money into higher value items to put in the raffle, more silvers and gold. And I'm rather hoping that every 6 weeks we start a new gold raffle. How many of you are not in the raffle yet? Are you all in the raffle for the gold? Which sold about 100 tickets, I think. There's a few more minutes left. If anybody hasn't got their goes, and if you haven't had your free goes, go and have your free goes. And don't forget, have your little your scratch card thing, because that might give you a voucher. You've got 6 new messages. Hope there's not an important one there for me. WhatsApp notifications. I missed the raffle. £10 deleted out my inbox because it's closed. Kian's up to 30 shares for his gold raffle post. Popcoin, I'm not understanding that, mate. Ian, raffles are closed. Oh, right, okay. Raffles are closed. Well, the ones that are being drawn today. Kian's got himself 30 shares in for the gold raffle post. So you get extra goes in the raffle post if you do more shares. So that will be interesting. Popcoin says all his coins are investments for his children or towards his retirement in 25 years. Good thinking. Except yours is an ideal case, you know, Popcoin. Because if you're seriously looking at that, right, looking at retiring in 25 years, and like you're putting a lot of coins away for that, and then you're gonna get those coins out, and what are you going to do with those coins? You're going to sell them, right? So you're getting these coins now. They're going to go up in value, lovely jubbly. And then you're going to be able to sell those coins for 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, in some cases 50 times what you paid for them now. So far so good, lovely jubbly. What is the problem with that? The problem with that scenario is you've got all that work to do then. All that work you've got to do then. Whereas to make it easy for yourself, what you could do, here's an idea, is you open a fresh eBay account, brand new, and you call that eBay account your retirement account. And then you list on there the items for sale at what would be classed now at an exorbitant price. So, for example, you might list a Peter Rabbit 2019 at £100 because you're thinking, I'm retiring in 25 years, by then it'll be £100 each. So you list it for sale now at £100. I've got 15 available, £100 each. And you have your retirement like that, retirement eBay. So as over the years, as the time goes on, you're actually listing that stuff for sale, and your little retirement shop is already built and it's already up there, and it's probably already been bringing in money by the time you retire. Anyway, sorry, Chris, £70 a first. Throw me out of the way if you want. Clara says, not all coins will go up in price. Every coin will go up in price over 25 years. That's guaranteed. But it's the ones that, you know, some are going to go up more than others. Even the most common 50p in the country, the 1997 50p, will go up in value over 25 years. Oh, I haven't got me a bit of paper. Right. So, Jane Hanson. So, Jane, if you're watching, you have to get in touch, but Chris will email you. Jane Hanson, raffle. Oh, got my new list. Raffle winners. Jane Hanson, £70 to spend. And that was 3rd of July. Draw date. £70 to spend, 3rd of July. Well done, Jane. There are certain coins, Clara. There's certain coins you should, I say to people that you could be collecting and putting away, specifically putting them away for no other purpose than bringing them out again in 20 years' time. And you would make so much money because no one else is doing it. Okay, so this is for Girl Guides and Boy Scouts. Is this one prize for both coins? Bob Maguire, well done, Bob, if you please. Bob's one of our long-time supporters, he is. He's done so much for us. Bob Maguire, and he wins Boy Scouts, Guides, 3rd July. So that was one prize, so he wins 2 coins. To answer your question, Clara, if you go on my YouTube and look at the playlists, you'll see a playlist there for guides, or I can't remember what it's called, something like that, guides or reviews or something like that. And there's a lot of videos there. I tell you all about which £2 coins, 50p's to save, that kind of stuff. So they're really good, resourceful videos. There's one that tells you about the pennies, the 20p, all of them. And then it's easier to answer questions when you you have a look at those, because there's a lot of information there for you. There's over 30 non-released coins that they've now made in the last 2 years, which is terrible. Certainly, just to give you something to go and rage a penny jar over, 1972 penny, it's worth 15 quid. 1982 penny, it's worth 3 quid. And if you've got a jar full of pennies, you've probably got one in there. But that's a hard year to get. If you had a penny jar and only saved up little boxes and saved up just certain specific years, in 25 years, oh, you would make so much money. Right, what we on now? I have a feeling. Thank you, Angela. Angela says my videos are helpful. There should be some good stuff there if you can put up with me waffling on and digressing, Clara. I try hard to keep my videos shorter nowadays, but I do tend to waffle sometimes. It's because I've got no friends, you see. I have to sit down at the bottom of the garden, eat worms and talk to myself on a video. Anthony Mann. Anthony Mann, that's a Gruffalo. Oh, Gruffalo. Right. And then we've got another one for a Peter Rabbit. Is that you, Anthony? Are you Anthony Mann? If you've got my, you should have my number, Anthony. So if you want to, Phil Sanderson, if you want to text me your address, I'll get it sent off to you. Peter Rabbit. July. Well done. And well done to Phil. So I've got to get Phil's address as well. Did any of you win on a free ticket? Raise your hand if you won on a free ticket, because that's good advertising, that is. Because then other people would go, oh wow, they won off a free ticket. You know, were they paid tickets, your winners, or did you win off a free ticket? Well done to everyone. I'll get them organised. So we've got raffles finishing. Are there any raffles finishing before Friday, or no, by Tuesday? There won't be any monthly ones finishing yet because it's a bit too early for them. And don't forget, you can all get free goes. So if you want more and what, there's only 10,000 tickets for that Gold Proof, which you might think, oh, that's loads and loads and loads. But, you know, if 1,000 people had a free go, then that's 1,000 tickets not there. And I suppose the word could get out. Could go viral, couldn't it? And then all the tickets are sell out. But if you share it about, then we get more in there, get more people in there. I'm feeling more and more confident about the web domains and everything. That is moving along nicely. Really appreciate all the help and support from those of you that have gone in for it and helping me sell the first one out. Just do us a favour, help us sell another one out. It's always good to just sell another one out. And then the next one that I do, what I'm going to do is bring the price right down to 25 quid, but make it commensurate. So it will still be $1 million. And anyone spending 100 quid will still get back 5 grand. But we'll make it so that somebody can spend 25 quid and they get back 1,250. By doing so many at 25 quid. See, someone can come along and buy 100 quid, that's 4. So I'm going to do that on the next one to bring the price down for some people to come in on a smaller one. What's your opinion, Ian, on the £5 coins? Some £5 coins are worth getting hold of if you can get them cheap. 2008 Prince Charles. Write this down, Clara. 2008 Prince Charles. was the other one? 1998, yeah. 2008 Prince Charles was the lowest mintage. It's not now. It's the second lowest mintage. The lowest mintage is the Academy. Academy £5. You want to get that. If you can buy Prince Charles less than its value is actually around the sort of 60, 70 quid mark. And you can still pick it up for like 25, 30 quid. So that you want to get one of them if you haven't got one. And then Academy, they're worth like 80 quid. They was worth £80 the day they were released. And they was only £10 when they were released. But you want to get an Academy. So if you can get an Academy under 30 or 40 quid, you're laughing. That's a kind of good price to pay. Academy, 2008. And then after the 2008, memory is right, it becomes the Queen Elizabeth I is the next one. It's the third rarest, if you want to call them that. And you can get them. You can get them at face value. Good girl, Clara. You can get them at face value. All of the deals that you get, I knock them left, right, and centre, Royal Mint and 288 and all of that for some of their marketing escapades and things. But you cannot fault the deal when it comes to being able to get hold of a £5 coin at face value or the latest £2 coin at face value or whatever. It's a bit of a rigmarole sometimes in doing whatever you've got to do, but you know, to get them at face value, you can't grumble with that. There's two £2 coins that you should be saving and never letting go, Clara. Never, never, never letting go. One of them is the ship, the Navy ship. I call it HMS Belfast, but there is an argument over whether or not it is the Belfast. But Navy ship, I value that at over 25 quid. And the 2015 one of those. Now that is going to be, that is a basic design. It's nothing special about that design. It's going on every coin from 2015 onwards. But the 2015 is a rare mintage. It's as rare as this one, the ship. And they're worth 25 quid and they will go up in value. Obviously, there are other ones you need to look out for, like what everybody will tell you, Northern Ireland and Commonwealth Games and all of that. But not many people will spot you on the on those two. Very, very, and reasonably easy to find a few if you start dabbling in doing a few coin hunts yourselves. You know, going in getting 100 quid's worth of £2 coins. You'll find you one or two of those because they're still out there. They're not. It's not diluted and mixed into the old mixing pot yet. Once they do, give it 5 years and that coin will be over 50 quid. Lee, hi Ian, been on your Facebook page, click on your web page, keep popping up like this. You can't go to this link from Facebook. The link you tried to visit goes against our community standards. Yeah, they keep doing that to me, Lee. There's so many of my things, and I appeal every single one. If I see it, I click on the appeal button, and then I think every single time I've won the appeal, and then they come back and they go, oh yeah, it doesn't go against our community standards. And then when you go and try and find the post, it's been deleted. So they agree it's not gone against their community standards, and then they delete it. So for the raffle site, we want tgbshadesraffle.com. And another thing you can do, if you want to help us, is type into Google or whatever search engine you use, MSN or Bing or whatever you use, type in there, www.royalmint.tv and go there and then click on something and type in another day, www.royalmint.news and click on something. If you've bought shares in the domains, it's in your interest to help me get them domains in the search results. So that when somebody goes and searches Google or MSN or Bing for Royal Mint products, we come up in the search results. They pay for it, we don't. makes a mockery out of it. So, which is what we want. So any of you that have bought shares, whatever you've bought shares in, go to those domains. If you've bought shares in changechecker.com, and I know some of you have got it, I know you got it, texting me, right? I know you've got a share in that because I sorted it out for you. Go to it every now and again. Go to it. Type in Google, changechecker.com. Type into Bing, whatever search engine you use, changechecker.org with a dash. Whatever you've bought, royalmint.news, Royal Mint TV, whatever you've bought, type it in, go there, and then click on something from there. So if you want to go to the website, if you want to go to the raffle site, go to the Royal Mint or the Change Checker domain first, if you can be bothered to muck about. But if you've got shares, you need to be bothered, really. It's a lot of money we're talking about. If this comes off, you're going to get a lot of money. So it's got to be worth you taking a minute or two out of your day every now and again and just typing in the domain name, get the hit rate up. So in a year's time, what we want a year from now, we want to be able to be talking and laughing about the fact I do it daily from my laptop and phone. Cool. That's exactly what you want. That is you looking after your interest for the domain names that you've bought a share in. Right? If you've bought a share in royalmint.tv, then the one you want to be concentrating on is royalmint.tv. Keep going to that web domain. Keep clicking on when you want to go to the raffle page, click on it from there. And when you want to go to our eBay, click on it from there. And use your share domain that you've got shares in, use that as your springboard to get to our stuff. And by doing it that way, we will all manipulate the Google algorithms and all the rest of it. Where they all manipulate us, this is us manipulating them. It's easy, Lee. So you remember the name, the Great British Coin Hunt. So if you type in www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com, it now, instead of going through to our website, it now goes through to the eBay shop. So if you type in the Great British Coin Hunt, that will take you through to the eBay shop. It's that simple. That way I don't have to give you a link to eBay and all that. You just type in thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com and it will take you through to our eBay shop. And then if you type in tgbchraffle.com, it will take you through to our raffle website. Well done, Popcoin. He's been doing that all week, he said. Now, the last time I checked, someone else go and check now because I can't do it, right? So, Popcoin, you go and have a look, right? So, go on to Google and search Change Checker. Just do a Change Checker search on Google. When I did it last time, we came a quarter way down the page on page 2. And that was a week ago. And we've only just started on this. And what we want is we want to get to a point where you could type in the words Change Checker and we come up in the top 3 or 4. When that happens, they will literally be pulling their hair out, which is what we want. And I've now decided, you see, to play the game. Remember, I told you I was going to change the rules. I can't play their game by their rules, so I'm going to change the rules. So I can't bring you every single coin that comes out, every new 50p, every new £2, every new £5. I cannot bring you every single coin that comes out because of all the issues that I've had, hitting rock bottom, starting again, getting up there, blah, 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 blah. I know. But what I can do is I can bring you every single one that they sell on the raffle site. That's what I can do to start things off. Every single one. So we're getting all the hard to get stuff, which is why you've got a Snowman silver and you've got a Peter Pan silver and you've got the Peter Pan ordinary and you've got the Peter Pan set and the Rupert Bear set. All of this stuff is going to go up there and everybody's going to get a chance to get it. 12th time he's done it. Yeah, that all helps. You see, it goes up and up and up, and we can make this, you know, a really good game. We can make this. Always said I want to make it best game on the net. How many people we had watching us today then, Chris? Down page. Oh, 12th one on page 2. Oh, I see. You're texting me. You're looking as well. Okay, so you think it might be on page 2. And have a look at the new ads on YouTube. I think they're really good. I think they're quite excellent. There's a link there. Chris, I was about to say, Chris, can you do so-and-so? And then as I was going to ask the question, it came into my mind, of course you can. We did it the other day. You can do. You can pick comments, can't you? So, which of the adverts have got the most? We need a playlist for adverts. Just suddenly thought of that. If we haven't got one already, we need a playlist for adverts so that any adverts that we've produced from time to time can all go in there, and they're all in there in the same place. And there's a reason why I want to access them all, because I want to get the adverts played more and more and more. How can we get the adverts played? By going back to doing a little bit of what we did before. Tell me what you think to this idea, Chris. I'm not telling, I'm asking. Where we were able to give things away, like points and things like that, prizes away, to people that left comments. Now, I don't want silly comments for this. This is proper comments. So, of course, if someone wins it with a silly comment, then we delete the comment and they probably don't get a prize or something. So we make it proper comments, right? Not for people to go mental, you know. I mean, maybe we just even go just one comment per person. That's all we need to do, isn't it? One comment per person, perhaps. Would sound like a good idea. And if you take out Pinterest and Twitter on Change Checker. I've got a Twitter and I've got Pinterest of us. One comment each. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, one comment each is what we do. So, so which one of the adverts has got the most comments on it at the moment? If any of the adverts have got more than 2 comments, then we'll go to one of those quickly and we'll just give someone a $5 worth of points just to show how it's going to work. So if anybody's gone and left comments on the adverts, then at least they'll be entered into a quick draw. Or give you all 5 minutes to just go over there. So go over there quick, go on to one of the adverts that Chris has done lately, the TGBCH adverts, and leave a comment. You know, just something simple like cool advert, well done, Chris. Something along those lines. Anything you like, really. And but we'll just have one comment per person, and then every now and again we'll go back to those adverts and we'll pull a little winner for a few extra points. Hippo, all right, Hippo. So while I'm just talking and chirping for a minute, Clara and Popcoin and Anthony, Lee, just put the link up again, Lorna, would you, for the Hippo one, unless it's that same one. Put the link up for the Hippo one. Let everybody go on and put a comment on there. Angela, Belfast, go and put a comment on there and just say, you know. And then we'll do that on the adverts, and then that way we'll get everybody leaving a comment on the adverts, and then that will get the adverts running a bit more and seen a bit more. And then when we do our lives, we can just go and pull, we can go back to one of them and we can give $5 worth of points to pick somebody. A bit like we used to. And then that $5 worth of points is put into your raffle account points, by the way. So it's the one just above. So if you look where Lorna's put a link up there a minute ago, oh, she's just done it again. Royal Mint TV is third if you type Royal Mint TV, but if you type Royal Mint, it's way, way down. But it's getting up there. And what we're aiming for, first thing we're aiming for is page 1. That's all we want, is to get on that first page. Doesn't matter if it's at the bottom. We want to get on that first page. And then once we're on the first page, then then we just go up. We just creep up a little bit at a time. Nibble, 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 creep up, nibble, nibble, creep up. And then we'll do that as well. So, you know, lots of different ways to win, lots of different ways to, but also different ways to get a few bobs out of you now and again, because you've got some really cool vouchers that you can win, and you can win something like 7 goes for a £5, or 10 goes for a £5, or even 20 goes for a £5 on the free scratch card. So whenever you're ready, Chris, you can pull up that one, and we'll just give a £5 away to one in points for one of the commenters. And then we'll do that. We'll make this playlist. We'll put the adverts in the playlist, and then we can just at random, or if any time we need an infill, and you know, and I'm thinking, oh, I ain't got nothing to talk about for 10 minutes, you can say to me, oh, give a £5 away to one of the commenters on the adverts, and we can do that. And if you've had a go at one of the shares, if you've bought them, get another one. And if you're on the sidelines thinking about it, grab one. Because one thing about them, we're like anything, when you get to the end, everybody wants it, and of course you run out. But we could do with just selling another one of those out now. I'd like to get all of those free out, sold out, especially the 2 Royal Mint ones. I've got some really cool Royal Mint ones coming. Popcoin. Popcoin got it. So if you drop, do you know Popcoin is, don't you, Chris? Ian with nothing to say, says Nanny. You know Popcoin is. If not, I'll text it to you. Yeah, so I think you know Popcoin is, but if you don't, no, apart from a troublemaker. Okay, I'll text you his name, and then you can. There you go, Chris. So he'll get that sorted for you, Popcoin. You'll have a £5 in your account. You can go and have a go in the Gold Proof with that if you want, or Pantomime, or the Rupert Bear. Sorry, I had to pop off earlier. So what date is the Rupert draw? I think that's in a couple of weeks, Nanny. It's only just gone up. All the new ones that go up for 30 days. And the reason they're going up for 30 days is so that if we get it on a cycle, every day there will be raffles finishing every day. So you've still got a couple of weeks on the Rupert, and you've got a couple of weeks on the Pantomime and the Peter Pan. I'm still looking for 50p's and £2. And some people have done it on the basis that they want to either buy stuff in the shop. Remember, if you give me 50p's, they're £1 each if you're buying stuff in the shop. If you give me £2, they're £4 each if you're buying stuff in the shop. So it's like getting it half price. And you can also buy shares with 50p's and £2 and cash, as well as you can contact me and send it through, pardon me, and send it through direct bank transfer, which helps tremendously. Remember, it costs a bit, that one. And I'm going to put a deal up from now over the weekend that if anybody has 6 shares, then I'll give them 1 free. So if you buy 6 shares, I'll give you 1 free of whatever you're buying. And that's a special one over the weekend, just as a one-off. So if that helps twist anybody's arm, good. If you have 6, I'll give you 1 free. I'll give you a 7th one free. How's that? Proper deal. Proper offer. Not a pretend offer. And but on that deal, I'd prefer bank transfer, because then I ain't got to pay any fees to PayPal or Stripe or anybody else. Do you know what I mean? All you got to do is just contact me, because then you can get it off eBay and do it by offering £1, and then we've got low fees, but I've got money coming into the bank. Got me? Then I ain't got to pay any fees. So if anybody wants that, give me a shout, text me, phone me, speak to me over the weekend. But that runs from now until we do the next show, which is on Tuesday at 3 o'clock. How's that? So anybody buying 6 between now and Tuesday at 3 o'clock, I will give you a 7th one free. And you can have your choice of whichever one you want. Obviously, if you go and buy 6 £39 shares, you can't say, can I have a £100 one free? You get a £39 one free. You know. Nothing, didn't really miss anything, Lorna. I'm just shamelessly advertising the shares in the domains. And I was just saying to people over the weekend, from now until Tuesday at 3 o'clock, because that's when we're back on again. So from now until Tuesday, anybody buys 6, I'll give them a 7th one free. So if they buy 6 of any shares, I'll give you a 7th one free. I would really like to get the Royal Mint one sold out. The change checker I've only just put up, but I really would like to get the Royal Mint one sold out, because I've got some tasty Royal Mint ones to bring out, and you're going to like it. And then we're going to play around with the price a bit better as well. So, so yes, 6, and I'll give you 1 free, 7th. And believe me, that is a win-win for everybody, and it's what's helping us get out of trouble on my feet and allowing me to invest a little bit in where we need to be. So that's it. And we've done an hour. Look at that, hour and a quarter already. Have I missed anything? Is there anything I've missed before we go? Are you having fun? 24 of you stayed. That's not bad. I think that went down as low as 9 at one point. What? How many across the other streams? Did we have anybody on Facebook, Chris? Can't find Snowman or Peter Pan Silver raffle on the site. Might not be up yet. Is that up already, Chris? Ah, not figure's not showing. All right then. Is the Peter Pan Silver and the Snowman? Ah, wait a minute. Before everybody goes, the Snowman one of them. One of these is in a sharers only raffle. So it's only the people that help sharing the pages, etc., that can go in that raffle, one of them. And one of them is in a raffle. For those of you that are interested in the sharers only raffle, you've got to be sharing the pages and you can get in the raffle, and you've got to speak to Chris on admin@tgbchraffle.com. Send an email to Chris, ask Chris about getting included in that. But the other one that's going up in the raffle will be later today. And whichever one is not going up in an ordinary raffle, well, maybe we'll get hold of another one and put it up. Requests I am taking. So if somebody specifically says, look, I'd love you to raffle off a blah, blah, blah silver, you know, a library silver proof, for example, then I will see about getting a library silver proof. Thank you, Danielle. Don't anybody go anywhere yet. Snowman was for sharers, says Nanny Sue, but the Paddington and Peter Pan are up. So the Paddington and Peter Pan are up, sharers, Snowman for sharers. Okay. And we will get another Snowman in. There's a Patreon only raffle. Well done, Danielle. Patreon. Dun, 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 dun. I've got to think of the names now. What's the names of the people on Patreon? I need to borrow the video. I tell you what, we'll do the Patreon draw on Tuesday. And that also gives anybody else a chance to sign up. We'll do the Patreon draw on Tuesday. If anybody wants to go into that, that's a free draw. Well, you're giving us money monthly. It's $9 a month. So if you, or $8 a month is the minimum, I think, which is $2 a week. So if you want to come in for that, you've got until Tuesday to go and sign up at Patreon. Patreon.com/TGBCH. Patreon.com. Oh yeah, patreon.com/TGBCH. And Danielle, we'll do that one on Tuesday, and there will be a minimum £100 spend for the winner and minimum £50 spend for the runner-up. I'm glad you enjoyed it, S. Robbins. That's great. I want to support as much as possible. They say, this is fun. I really like this group. Thanks, Ian. I truly enjoyed myself today. I'm glad about that. I'm glad about that. So, get in. Don't worry, Danielle. If you win, I shall make sure that I let you know. It's not one of those where if the winner ain't there, it gets drawn again. Once we draw the winner out for that, that'll be that. And good luck and fingers crossed and lots of love out the buckets for you going in for your operation next week. Everyone send Danielle a bit of love because she's going to need it, getting better for when she's coming out of recovery. She's got to have an operation. So good luck. Hope everything goes all right. Anybody wants to join us on Patreon, now's the time. Patreon.com/TGBCH. $8 a month is the minimum one, and that will just get you the entries to the raffle tickets, etc. And the reason that I'm doing this because I want to give the Patreon supporters something regularly, and I think we've sort of bypassed the naughty videos and letters because I can't keep making those. That would just be considered abusive. But there are 3 of them. And anybody out there at all that would like to see those now, now that I've got to be careful, I'm not going to do any more as such. Might be the odd one. But anybody that wants to see them, anybody that's put money into shares, money into investments, money into Pseudomin, all that kind of stuff. If you want to see any of those, you have to ask me. If you ask me, I'll let you in, I'll let you view it, I'll let you see the link, I'll let you see the letter. But you're going to have to physically ask me for it because I know that the air will turn blue. You know, it will, your ceiling and the walls will turn blue. Okay, I'll have a look at that. Thanks. Something else that's coming is a Jeremy Fisher Silver as well. That's something else that's going to be going on. All right then, great. That's it. Thanks very much. And don't forget, please support us on getting yourself a share for one of the domains. Help me sell one of them out. Give me some oomph over the weekend. I want a bit of oomph this weekend. Nice. Thanks a lot. Thanks for supporting me. Bye for now.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.